Hey everybody! I'm here today to show you how to make raisins from grapes. This will be an easy tutorial, so let's get right into the video. You'll only need a few things, and one of them is time, because it will take some time for the raisins, for the grapes, to turn to the raisins. So what you'll need other than time is going to be some grapes, as you can see right here. It's also going to be some water so you can rinse the grapes. And then you're also going to need a tray that is elevated with some slots or slats or holes in it. Now, this is what I use. It's just like a baking drying rack or cooling rack that my wife uses whenever she makes like cookies and stuff. It's perfect for doing this. Now, very, very easy process, okay? What you want to do is take the grapes, and you're actually going to pluck the grapes off of the stems. You don't want any stems on there, so get your grapes, pluck them off of the stems. Now, you can use fresh grapes, and fresh grapes work really, really well. However, I like to use grapes that are almost bad. So these grapes right here, they're still decent, but they're only going to last, like, they're not really that great, to be honest with you. They're kind of on their way out. They're becoming shriveled. They're kind of a little too soft. Like, they're definitely edible for me. I can eat them. But I mean, my wife bought new grapes, so I'm not going to eat these ones when there's fresh grapes sitting in the fridge, or else the fresh ones become old. So what you want to do is rinse them off. Now, I like to put them in a bowl because it gives them a few extra seconds to sort of get off anything that's on the grapes. But you can just rinse them under water. It's totally fine. I'm not going to do all of these. I'm just going to do this quick demonstration. I'll do the rest later. I don't need to waste your time watching me do the same thing. So get those grapes, rinse them under water. Like I said, I like to put them in a bowl of water just like that. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to dump this water out into the sink off camera. Just give me one moment. Okay, so what we have now are these grapes that are just slightly damp. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to take the grapes, okay, and we're going to just dry them quickly. So I'm just using a towel to dry them, because the way that grapes become raisins is by getting dehydrated. Now we're going to place them on this rack like this. Now obviously you can populate your rack much more. I'm just doing this as a quick little example. After I'm done filming the video, I'm going to do the rest of these grapes, okay? But basically just place them down on the rack nice and dry. I'll tell you the timeline in just a moment, so stay tuned. So once you've dried them off and placed them on the rack, you're pretty much done for the most part. All you need to do is you need to leave them in a dry, sunny place for about 2 weeks. Now, the amount of sun and the level of dryness or dampness will change that amount of time. But as a rule of thumb, on average, 2 weeks seems to be enough to turn these raisins, to turn these grapes, I made the same mistake again, to turn these grapes into raisins. So leave them in a dry, sunny place for about 2 weeks. These grapes will end up being raisins. It's pretty cool. All that it does is dehydrate them. And what's cool is, like, the bigger that the grape is, like this one's a little bit bigger than the rest, the juicier that the raisin is. Because it dehydrates them, but all of the insides stay intact. They just shrivel down. And that's it. You literally just take your grapes, you put them on a rack, 2 weeks in a sunny, dry place, they become raisins. It's actually really, really cool, really interesting. And like I said, some people would have ended up throwing these out. I always make raisins. I haven't bought raisins in, I'd say, a solid 5 years. I love them. My wife loves them. My kids love them. Everybody loves my raisins. It's just, they're easy to make. I mean, I wish it was harder, but I can't really take much credit because it's so easy. That's it. That is essentially how to make raisins from grapes. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more great videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.